secret, the top stocks that I've been investing in and that I think are really going to be amazing for the future through the Webull app. Now, before we get started, I just want to let you know really quickly that if you are new to Webull or if you don't have an account, my affiliate link is in the description. If you sign up through that link, I know that it works. I use it with my friends and family, so I know that that link works. A lot of links online are not necessarily the ones that are going to get you the 2 free stocks. Mine does. You get a free stock when your account is approved, and you get a free stock whenever you deposit your first $100. So 2 free stocks, you can either save them and hope that they grow, or you can take your new 2 free stocks plus your $100 you deposited and send it right back to your bank account. So let's talk about which stocks you should be investing in. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stocks are very unpredictable, and yeah, they are. But the cool thing is you get a lot of really amazing free resources with Webull to where you can learn about the stocks before you invest in them. And no, this is not sponsored by Webull. This is my honest opinion about the company and about which stocks I'm investing in. So when I first started out, I know that they were giving out a lot of free Viacom stock, which I didn't even know what Viacom was, but I know a lot of my family was getting the Viacom stock for free when they set up their accounts and deposited. So I looked into it a little bit because I wanted to make sure that they were getting a good stock, and it actually ended up being a stock that I personally wanted to invest in. So I went and got some Viacom stock myself. I'm pretty sure that the ticker symbol is VIAC, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so you may want to look it up yourself. But essentially what I found out is they are a company that is composed of a lot of different television networks, which is pretty cool because people right now are watching a lot of television. They're watching a lot of Netflix, Hulu, all of those types of things. And so those stocks, I personally think, are going to continue to grow. Now, is now a good time to go and invest in like Netflix? I know Netflix is really popular right now because of that. So maybe not Netflix per se, but streaming in general is not going anywhere. In fact, I believe that that is going to replace television in the near future. Why invest in a bunch of networks when they're probably going to be obsolete? Probably what you're asking right now. My opinion, based on the research that I've done, is yes, the television networks themselves might not necessarily be on TV, in the traditional sense where you turn on your television and through your cable provider you're watching them, but they're not going anywhere. They're not just going to relinquish their hold on this entertainment empire and say, okay, Netflix, you've got it all, end of the story. That's not going to happen. In fact, what we're starting to see is those particular companies, those particular networks are starting to make their own streaming services or join in as partners with streaming services. So we've seen it happen with Disney, and now Disney's not necessarily like a television network, but they do have Disney Channel. Now they have Disney Plus. I personally wonder how many people's kids are watching Disney Channel now when Disney Plus is available. NBC, a giant network that has been around forever. NBC has their version of a streaming service called Peacock. It might not be the most popular at the moment, but we're starting to see a lot of networks do this. In fact, HBO, I'm pretty sure you've seen ads for it or at least heard of it, but HBO has went through many different iterations of this over the past few years. They started out with HBO Go, then they went to HBO Now, and now they're HBO Max. Now, the difference between the previous 2 versions and HBO Max is that HBO Max is a compilation of a lot of different networks and a lot of different types of programming into one. I mean, did you ever think that you would see Cartoon Network, Studio Ghibli, Crunchyroll, and a bunch of other different networks partner with HBO to create a streaming service? I definitely didn't see it coming, but that's where we're at, guys. A lot of streaming services are popping up, and while they might not all end up being the best, quite a few of them are going to be successful at the end of all this. So what I'm personally investing in, and what I know I suggested a few months ago, the tourism industry, you have to kind of take this as a day-by-day, week-by-week basis on what's going on with world events and what's going on with your research that you're doing within the Webull app. And yeah, I actually made a pretty good amount of money on the investments that I had in the tourism industry when a lot of this crazy stuff was happening with the stock market, and it's still pretty crazy stuff happening with the stock market. But for example, I bought stock in SeaWorld as kind of like an afterthought when I was buying Carnival cruises and all of this, these other types of stocks in the tourism industry. SeaWorld's a kind of a strange one because you've got to have people coming in order to make money, but they're also a really tourism-centric industry, and there's a lot of bailouts and things happening with the tourism industry right now. So I bought some stock in SeaWorld and never expected it to skyrocket like it did, and just in a couple of days I ended up making a pretty good amount on SeaWorld. I sold it when it got to a point where I was like probably not going to go too much higher anytime soon. Now, if you're in this for the long run, you can also do really well with stocks that you see projected growth with in the future. For me right now, my bet's on the entertainment industry, because while we might not be consuming entertainment like we always have, like we traditionally have, going out to theaters and watching things on our television through our cable providers, we're definitely consuming media more than we ever have. And I think you could agree with that. I've watched more YouTube and Netflix and things like that over the past month or two than I probably did all year last year, which is just insane. But that's my advice. Take it however you want. I always recommend checking out these stocks before you buy them, checking out the trend table where it shows you like where it was a month ago, a year ago. Cool thing about it is Webull's got all that built in, so if you're using the Webull app, you don't have to go anywhere else to look for these statistics. It's already there when you type in the stock that you're looking at. So again, if you want 2 free stocks, I recommend this to all my friends and family, so I'm going to recommend it to you guys. Use that link that's down in the description. A lot of links online are going to get you maybe a free stock or something like that. This one gets you 2 free stocks. One when you open your account and you're approved. Takes a couple of days, so if you're wanting to invest, don't wait until next week to decide to open your account, because the stocks you wanted to invest in might already have changed quite a bit by then. Sign up for that account. Once you're approved, you get your first free stock. It's usually a lower level stock, usually around under the $15 range, $15, $20 range. And then your second free stock is usually a higher level stock, and Webull says that you can get up to $1,200 on this free stock. From experience, I've seen most people get around the $30, $40 range, but I have heard of people getting Apple and things like that. So after you've been approved and you've made your deposit of $100, you get your second free stock, and then you can do what you want to with it. You can hang on to it, hope that it grows, and then sell it when it gets to a point that you like, which is actually what I did with my free stocks. They were free, and then I made a profit on what they originally gave me. So say, for example, if it was a $30 stock, you can wait a month and it might go up to like a $35 stock. Well, you've made $5 extra. You've made $35 instead of $30, or you can just sell it when you get it. So deposit that $100 after you've created your account and been approved, and get your second free stock. If you decide that it's not for you, that you're not in love with the platform or whatever, which I really, if you're going to invest, like Webull is the way to go. But if you decide that you're just not into it, after like a week or so, you can take your original $100 you deposited and your 2 free stocks, and you can sell those 2 free stocks, and you can transfer your original $100 and your free stocks back to your bank account. You're not out anything. You've actually just made some money. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions about any of this. I know it's a lot. I'm not an expert, but I am like your average person who just wants to make a little bit of money investing, and I want to share that information with you guys if you're interested. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck on your free stocks. I hope that you guys get like some crazy high level ones. And remember, after you've signed up and you've gotten your free stocks, you can refer your friends and family too, and get even more free stocks for them and more free stocks for you. And I'll see you guys later.